What is going on to you, Scorpios? Happy Easter. So you have the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpios, right? Okay, so the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, you have somebody that's interested in you. You have someone that is very much so nice to you, but they're nice to you because they like you, and that they know that you're in a position where the Ten of Swords, you Scorpios may be a little bit frustrated when it comes to the love department, but they don't really want you to give up, right? Because Nine of Wands, look at the person that's on the Nine of Wands. They're messed up just like you. They've been burned by love as well, but they're not necessarily giving up on it. Now, they may understand that there's some things about themselves that they'll have to heal, but they're not giving up on love. They're not giving up on trying to get to know other people. The Four of Cups and the King of Cups represents, so this is about them wanting you to be more open, right? Open-hearted. Allow yourself to be approached a little bit more as opposed to being shut down. But see, the King of Cups represents a lot of you Scorpios naturally do that because you're trying to analyze the world around you, right? That's just the Scorpio silence, some of it. But also because of the fact that you don't know who they are. These are people who are just now getting to know you. So a lot of you Scorpios understand that you have to take things slow with them because you can't just offer up, you can't just offer up anything to them or whatnot and just immediately go ahead. You're supposed to immediately go ahead and trust them, right? You can't just do that. You have to actually take your time to get to know them in the first place. So the Ace of Swords represent how, so yes, you will get to know them, right? Because they haven't shown you any kind of, green eye, envious eye where they want to do something to you or they seek to particularly hurt you. They talk to you very much so gentle, right? Gently and straightforward. And a lot of you Scorpios like that because you don't like liars in the first place. So the Seven of Swords, however, represents, like I said, they have their own baggage that they have to deal with, that they're learning how to get over. Now, these people know for a fact that they're not perfect, but they're willing to get to know you. So I would suggest for you Scorpios to try to get to know this person. Okay, try. And if they have too much baggage, then obviously still try to be cool with them or don't have any kind of hard feelings with them, because the Magician is about how, so this person may have even inspired you with the few interactions that you may have had with them. Nothing too deep, but just the fact that they treat you like a person and they don't have to constantly be working some sort of angle, and when they talk to you, it's all, it's something that you appreciate. It's something deep, even though it's not, as far as intimacy is concerned, right? It's much more like, hey, you Scorpios, your eyes are nice, and I like the dress that you have on, or I like the shirt that you have, something like this. And then the thing about it is that the Magician represents Scorpio. So you showed up in your own reading. So this is very much so about learning how to not look at the world from a perspective of like everybody is out to get you. Are there a lot of people playing the game? Absolutely there is. But what I'm trying to show you Scorpios is just because there are more people playing the game than not does not mean that they're even winning. It does not mean that they're even successful with the stupid stuff that they're trying to do. And that for you Scorpios, this is not about trying to not get hurt, right? Not have your heart broken. What this is about, you Scorpios need to be clear on this. What this is about is for you Scorpios to get to know people that actually you're on the same page with, and how to identify those people. But eventually you will have to try again. It's not about, trying to play the players. This is not what this is about. The Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords is about. So since this is the case, this is very much so about how a lot of you Scorpios have to, like I said, try with them, try to get to know them, and that maybe they got the Page of Swords because they may not even necessarily really be ready to date. Okay, so this is clarification. They may not even necessarily be ready to date, but they like you. But they also know that they've got their own baggage, and they're basically, whenever it is that they run into you, it's always going to be mutual respect. It's always going to be love, and that they can't necessarily date you yet. Not saying they'll never date you, but they can't necessarily date you yet because they've got their own internal issues. They're dealing with someone already. You know what I mean? Or they may have just gotten themselves out of the relationship when they were dealing with someone else. So you Scorpios have to take all of that stuff into consideration. But it doesn't mean that they wouldn't date you. It doesn't mean that they don't like you. That's not what it means. They like you, and they're giving you an indication that they like you. So let's clarify the Seven of Swords to get some more clarification as to what they've got going on. The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Right. So this is about how a lot of you Scorpios, some of you Scorpios may be wanting to have a straight answer from them, right? Whether or not, you wanted them to come over to talk to you, say something. But again, they're dealing with somebody else, or I should say they were dealing with somebody else, where they're just now getting out of a relationship with those people. So they like you, but the situation is that they're not just going to jump immediately to you because, and this is a good thing, because it means that they're not treating you Scorpios like rebounds, right? Where a rebound shows up, begin talking, y'all have y'all fun, and then now it's like, yeah, but I was just trying to hang out with you so that I can I can get on to somebody else, if you know what I mean. And the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles is about how if they're stepping to you, two things. Number one, they're going to have to deal with their own emotional baggage first, because the Two of Swords, they're still very much so defensive, right? Paranoid about certain things that didn't necessarily go their way, the relationship. And number two, if and when they do decide to step to you because they've dealt with their emotional baggage, oh yeah, they're going to have to step to you the correct way, right? This is the Six of Pentacles, proving that. They're going to step to you the correct way. They're not just going to step to you all willy-nilly the way that other people may have disrespectfully stepped to you. So let's clarify the Page of Swords. Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, right? So, exactly. It's the wrong timing right now. It's not that they don't like you, but they're learning how to deal with their own emotional baggage. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, you may think that this person, pumped you up, gashed you up for this, but that's not really the case. Depending on if you haven't found anybody and they haven't found anybody by the time that They're done with their emotional and spiritual and physical transformation, just doing their own thing for a while. Ten of Pentacles, they're going to reconnect with you. They're going to try to contact you again. So don't trip. You good.